The Ministry of External Affairs has reacted sharply to news of handout issued by American school asking female teachers to state their occupation as housewife on visa forms. MEA says it's a clear case of violation of tax laws and visa regulations. In fact, it makes for a major institutionalized visa fraud by US Embassy School in Delhi. Teachers and spouses have been told in writing to state occupation as housewife. The US Embassy is well aware of this alleged visa fraud. More than a dozen teachers and their spouses could be involved in the alleged visa fraud. The Ministry of External Affairs has taken cognizance of a New York Times report on the issue. Remember, the Ministry of External Affairs had earlier sought information from US Embassy on this account. The deadline was 23rd December last year and the embassy did not comply with the demands. Ministry of External Affairs sources also saying that strict action will be taken if visa and tax fraud are indeed proved. So Ministry of External Affairs coming out and reacting to that information that a handout was issued especially to female teachers in American schools, stating that, and this handout was for new teachers to state in their visa application form that their occupation is housewife, even though they are working at the American school. The Ministry of External Affairs says that they can take action if it indeed is proved that there have been tax and visa regulation violation. It does on the face of it appear clearly that the US Embassy is aware that such violations are being committed. Strategic Affairs Editor Gaurav Sawant is now joining us with a perspective on that. Gaurav, what exactly is it that the Indian government can do in a case of alleged visa fraud here?
Well, Government of India will investigate this matter. This is a case of not just institutionalized alleged visa fraud, but also tax fraud here. Now, this handout, Government of India has now asked for a copy of this handout. They will examine this. This is the United States Embassy actually telling staffers that you apply for visa in such a way that you don't declare that you're coming as a professional, but you're coming to India as a housewife. So that's an institutionalized visa fraud. Devyani Khobragade, the allegation is that she made her domestic servant or domestic help sign a different agreement with her and a different one for the government. That's an individual case and that is in contention. Here is the US Embassy which is officially telling its people to allegedly commit visa fraud. So Government of India says if this is true, we will investigate this matter. There are about between 12 and 16 such teachers whose spouses are also teaching at the US Embassy in Delhi and also in US Embassy schools across the country. They will now seek more information on this. This is a visa fraud. This is a tax fraud because whatever income they are drawing, since they are housewives, that income clearly is not being reflected and they're not paying tax on it. So that is also being investigated. And now that this matter is on strict reciprocal basis, there is strict reciprocity between India and the United States, the US will be asked to explain and either withdraw such people or pay damages for this.
Gaurav Sawant, many thanks for getting us those details on that bit of breaking news.